Chapter 46. Sunrises and Signs. There were early mornings I liked and early mornings I didn't like. 5 o'clock on a Saturday morning wasn't my idea of a good early morning. Something woke me, but I didn't know what it was. I decided to get up. There was no traffic on a Saturday morning at 5. Not one car passed me on my way down the road toward the river. I heard splashing in the river and couldn't quite see the path in front of me, but I walked fast. Marvin called out with a wail. That was what woke me up, I thought. As I neared the den, I saw Marvin had moved things. The cover was gone, the brush was all clear, and the path wasn't broken anymore by the sticks and bramble he'd put there to camouflage his house. There was no random plastic snacks. It was as if he'd never lived there, really, if you didn't look too hard. All 6 of the Marvins were out in the river swimming. Floating, really. Boardwalk was on her back, and the babies were lounging on her belly. Marvin called out to me. I waved. I looked around the den for the tennis ball, but it wasn't there either. They started swimming with the current, not swimming hard, but a mix of floating and treading. I thought Marvin would circle back, and yet I knew he wasn't coming back. I knew he was on his way to the next place. So I just stood there on the bank of the river and watched them float away. The sun rose behind me, and as the river turned, I lost sight of them. I sat down next to the abandoned den and cried. I wasn't sad, I was happy. Happy Marvin would get away from whoever shot him with a paintball. Happy that Dr. Carey would follow him and write about him and protect him along the way. Happy that I'd had my time with him. It was the perfect ending, really. 100 years ago from now, how many people would come to this part of the river and know that an entire species was discovered right here? 100 years from now, how many other plastic eating species would there be? Would everyone recycle? Would people live a different way, a way that helped the planet? Would the great Pacific garbage patch shrink? Would someone invent a way to clean the air and the water and the soil? A lot can happen in 100 years. Maybe if everyone realized that we could change the world, we'd learn to live differently. I blew my nose in my sweatshirt, and even though I was cauterized, I was still looking for blood, but there wasn't any. I got up and started walking back to the house. When I got halfway up the road, I decided to go to the creek for a while. Phase 3 was the same as I left it the last time I was there. On its way to building 8 new spacious homes on Drowning House Road, it didn't make me too sad anymore. Can't stop time. I passed through the tree line and went to walk across my log bridge, but the rising sun reflected off something weird. I got closer and saw what it was. It was 6 of my Matchbox cars, the ones I'd buried in Phase 3, lined up on the log. My first thought was that someone else had done this, Tommy, Bernadette, anyone. But no one knew where I'd buried those cars. I'd buried them with Marvin. Something about it made me know that everything was going to be okay. Something about it made me know I'd see Marvin again, too. Tommy came to our door while I was trying to clean my room. Saturday chores. Mom must have let him in. And the next thing I knew, he was lying on my bedroom floor, paging through my animal track guide. What species do you think he is? Mammal. I mean, is he a pig or a dog or a cat or what? I can't remember his face. His face was like a tapir and an aardvark and a hog all mixed together, I said. Do you have any drawings of his tracks, or will we go find some fresh ones today and get molds? He left this morning, I said. He's nomadic, a migrant species, we think. Tommy didn't say anything for a while, then he said, So what do you want to do today? I stopped cleaning my room. It was hopeless. I want to clear out all the weeds in the wild patch. My dad said we'd make it a really pretty place, block off the view of Phase 3, plant some trees. So I'll start by clearing what's there. I'm in. I still didn't really trust Tommy, but I thought of Marvin and how he trusted humans when he really shouldn't. So I trusted Tommy anyway, at least for today.